Hello everybody, welcome aboard for another Cuban recipe. This is a very traditional Cuban recipe. They call it Arroz Relleno or Arroz Imperial. In English, the translation is Imperial rice or stuffed rice. And we're gonna start with cooking the chicken. I'm using breast, chicken breast only. And I have here really big chicken breast. And I'm gonna cook them. I'm gonna cook them with no oil whatsoever. And I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put 4 of them. Okay, I already washed them and they're defrosted and everything. Yes, I'm gonna cook them in a lot of water because then when that becomes a chicken broth, I'm gonna cook the rice with that chicken broth. I also have 1 onion, which all you have to do is just cut in half. And I have 4 small cloves of garlic. The garlic I'm just gonna smash, take the skin off, and that's it. So here I have 5 chicken breasts and the onion. The onion, we're just gonna put it just like that. Just cut in half. It's a really big onion. And then the garlic. Garlic, I'm just gonna smash them so I can take off the skin. And here goes the garlic. Now, I also have this. This is a chicken bouillon, and I'm gonna put 1 tablet of that. Another mission to open. Okay, just break it up a little bit. It'll fall apart in there anyway. Gonna add some garlic powder. I don't measure, I just eyeball it. I mean, the only thing that I'm very careful with is the salt. But everything else is just eyeballing. This is onion powder. Okay. And the salt. The salt I'm not going to put too much. Okay, that should be good. With the salt. Okay, I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to put a little bit more water. The stove is on. I put it on high. There. That should be good. Alright, so now we're going to cook that there until the chicken is tender. I added a bay leaf in here with the chicken. Add 1 bay leaf. That gives it extra taste. The chicken breast that I'm using, they're skinless and boneless. You can also make this with rotisserie chicken, but you would have to buy probably like 3 or 4 rotisserie chicken. So let's let it cook there. We have to wait till the chicken is done so we can start on the rice because we're going to use that chicken broth to cook the rice. So while the chicken is still cooking, let's start prepping for the rice. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put everything in here in a cup. We're going to use complete seasoning. We're going to put quite a bit. But it's a lot of rice that we're cooking. I'll get to that later, but let's first measure all the ingredients in here. Okay, I just want you to see how much stuff I put. Okay, onion powder. You just put as much as you like. I'm just go by what I usually use, how much I usually put. We're going to use garlic powder. Oof, it's just that this one doesn't come out too much, so that's why it's also oregano powder or flakes. Oregano flakes. And we're gonna put 3 envelopes of this Sazon Goya with azafran. Azafran is saffron. So I'm gonna put 3 of them. This gives it color and gives it a lot of flavor. But you gotta be careful with it because it has a lot of salt. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to this now. Okay, and the salt, not too much salt. Okay, that should be good. Make sure that everything is mixed. So when we put it in the rice, it's just going to absorb all the flavors right away. Okay, so let's wait for the chicken. So the chicken is ready. It's ready. I just poked it and it's good. It's cooked through. It falls apart. Okay, so let's turn this off for now. And now we're going to come over here. We're going to So first, what we need to do is get the broth from here. Okay, we're gonna take out the chicken. Hope it's enough chicken. Okay, the leaf, we can take the leaf out. This is the leaf that I put in there, bay leaf. And now we're gonna strain that broth. We'll strain the other one later. Okay, so let's start on the rice. We already have enough to start with the rice. Okay, here's the rice. I use Jasmin rice. That's what I'm using, Jasmin rice. And I have 6 cups of jasmine rice. And I rinsed it. I rinsed it 4 times. Okay, so let's turn the stove on. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit first. Let's start with the oil. Put a little bit of the oil using vegetable oil, maybe like about 1 or 2 tablespoons. That should be good. Just a good drizzle there. And the mixture that we made. Throw that in there. Let's give it a good stir before putting the broth. Okay, now we put in 2 cups of the chicken broth. And we need more, of course. Okay, let me strain the rest of it. Okay, so I have 2 more cups of chicken broth. And we're gonna add 2 more cups of water. Okay, so 2 more cups of water. So it's 6 cups of water and 6 cups of jasmine rice, or whichever rice you like. Let's give it another good stir here. That's it for now. That is it for now. Now, it's on high, and we'll leave it there till it starts boiling, then we'll cover it. So I'm gonna wait till the chicken cools off a little bit, and then I'm gonna shred it. I'm gonna shred it with my hands. My best tools in the kitchen. So the rice started boiling already. I'm gonna turn the heat to medium, up here, medium. Okay, and I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna put the lid just to cover it a little bit, not completely. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir the rice a little bit. It's not done yet, but I'm just gonna stir it a little bit. And I'm gonna lower the heat. I'm gonna lower the stove here to medium low. Hopefully it's not getting stuck. And I'm gonna cover it completely. Right here, medium low. Okay, so the rice is ready. It took like about maybe 25 minutes or so. I'm gonna turn off the stove and I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay, that's what we want. Rice, nice and yellow and tasty. Let's taste it. I haven't tasted it. Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. Not salty. It's nice and cooked. Okay, I'm gonna put it back there and I'm gonna put it in low just so it will keep warm. Now we're gonna shred the chicken. I shredded the chicken. That's a lot of chicken, and now we're gonna cook them here. Let me show you the ingredients that we're gonna use. We're gonna use 1 large red pepper, and I have 1 small green pepper. That's what we're gonna use. 1 large onion, cumin powder, oregano powder, onion powder. Now we're going to use this Sazon Goya, and it's like a complete seasoning, but it has culantro and achiote. Okay, we're going to use that too. Garlic powder, complete seasoning, a little bit of pepper, black pepper, parsley flake. I don't have too much parsley flake, but parsley flake here, and we're going to use that, whatever I have there. And a small bay leaf. I have here 2 large cloves of garlic. And what else? Oh, and also we're gonna add like maybe a 1/4 cup of white wine, or if you don't have white wine, you can use the dry wine, cooking wine. And also I'm gonna use 1.5 cans, 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. So I'm gonna use 1.5. So let's start here. Let me cut the onions and the peppers, and then we'll come back. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna add a little bit of vegetable oil to the pan. About a tablespoon. And let's wait till this heats up a little bit so we can put the onions. And this I'm gonna add directly in there. So first we put the onion. Okay, when I cut the peppers, I chop them in small pieces, but I reserve like 5 slices to decorate the top of the rice. And the same with the green. Chopped it in small pieces and reserve 5 slices to decorate. The onions, like you can see, I chopped them in small pieces as well. Okay, now we're gonna add the chopped pepper, red, and the chopped pepper, green. Combine it a little bit. The complete seasoning. Let me make a little bed there for the seasoning. Let me lower the stove to medium. Okay, onion powder, oregano, oregano. This is oregano still. Cumin, a little bit of cumin. Garlic powder. Pepper. Parsley flakes. Wow, that's a lot of parsley flakes. No, it's really not. And we're gonna add the chopped garlic. Chopped garlic. Now we're gonna add the complete seasoning, Sazon Goya seasoning. We're not gonna put the whole thing. Just put like half of the little pot. And we're gonna put the chicken in here. I wish I had a bigger pan, but I really don't. I've never made this much chicken before. Because before I made it, I made the rice, the Arroz Imperial. I made it with the thigh. I used like seven thighs. Okay, so I'm gonna add the rest now, but in the meantime, okay, now the tomato sauce, one whole one 8-ounce can of the tomato sauce, and we're gonna rinse it with a little bit of the wine. We have there like 1/4 of the can. This is the first time I use this tomato sauce. I don't like the color of it. I don't like the color at all. This one. I'm going to use another pan I have there. I'm going to use this one. Because I don't like the color of this tomato sauce. It looks like it's pink. Well, whatever. First time I use it. I'll never buy it again. So let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah. Now this is tomato sauce. Okay, this is the one. It's from Publix. It's a Publix brand. So hopefully it'll change the color now. You see how pink it is? So this one is better, a lot better. Okay, so let me add the rest of the chicken. Combine everything together. Remember, this chicken is already cooked. I'm going to add a little bit more wine. I'm going to taste it to see if it's good on salt. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more wine. Maybe like about just a little drizzle. There. Well, at least the color looks okay now. And I didn't use the entire second can of tomato sauce, this brand. So I used 1 can of this one, which was pink conchita tomato sauce. It's pink, really. I don't know why. Okay, an entire of that one, entire can of that one, 8 ounce, and half of this Publix brand tomato sauce. So I'm gonna cover it up. I have it on very low. I have it very low temperature, and I'm gonna let it cook. Not cook, but I'm just gonna let it absorb the flavors there. Okay, so I lowered it to as low as it goes, and I covered it. Now let's just let it absorb all the flavors there, and I'll be right back. Okay, I forgot the bay leaf, so let's just stick it in here, in there somewhere. Okay, let's see if the flavors will absorb. Okay, so all the stoves are off, and now we're gonna need a large dish. This is the dish that I'm using. Is an anchored 11 by 13, 4 quarts. That's what I'm using. And the first thing we're gonna put in here, it's gonna be, okay, for this step we're gonna need mayonnaise, the rice and the chicken of course, but we're gonna need mayonnaise and Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese, and also the decorations, which we're gonna decorate with peppers, the little slices of peppers that we reserved. Olives, we're gonna decorate with olives, and paprika. Okay, so let's start with the rice. We're gonna put 1 layer of rice. This first layer of rice, we're gonna pack it down. Okay, and now we're gonna add 1 layer, thin layer of mayonnaise, maybe with 3 tablespoons. Just spread it around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's add 1 more tablespoon. Okay, now we're gonna add the chicken. Okay, our pink chicken. Yeah, but it's delicious. Spread it really good all over. Make sure it's like a good layer of chicken, because it's only 1 layer of chicken. How are you? Good, good, buddy. So let's pack it down a little bit, because we need to put another layer of rice. So let's just compact this here. Pack it down some. Okay, so let's put Parmesan cheese. You can also put the Parmesan cheese right after the mayonnaise. but we're gonna put it in here now. Here and now. Okay, and now mozzarella cheese. A layer of mozzarella.
The cheese goes on top, doesn't it?
Yeah, also.
You put it in the bottom too, or?
No, the bottom doesn't take, just the rice. And you can put it right after the rice. You can put cheese after the rice instead of on top of the chicken. This is the way I make it. This is the way that I make it. So now I'm going to put another layer of the rice. This rice came out a little bit mushy, but it's going to do. Okay, so again, pack the rice really good. Pack the rice in here so everything will stick together. I'm gonna add another thin coat or another thin layer of mayonnaise. So this is what the other layer of mayonnaise should look like. Now I'm gonna add more mozzarella cheese. 8-ounce pack. And the Parmesan. You have to preheat the oven. I'm gonna preheat it now. Before I put it in. I didn't preheat it before. Okay, so now we're gonna decorate with the peppers. Just any which way you like. And the olives. These olives have the pepper inside. I'm just gonna scatter them around. If you don't like olives, don't put them. A lot of people I know do not like olives, but other people love olives. So it's up to you. Come on, olives, stay there. And now paprika. The same. If people don't like paprika in your house, you don't have to put it. But it gives it a really nice, really good smoky taste. Alright, now we're going to put it in the oven. Okay, so it's ready to go in the oven, but I'm going to preheat the oven. I forgot to do that at the beginning. I'm going to preheat the oven at 350. Okay, I'm going to wait 5 minutes. Once it's preheated, then I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay, so I have a helper. This thing is heavy, so my son Sergio is going to put it in the oven for me. It's already preheated. So it's at 350, and we're going to put it there for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Don't get burned. Okay, perfect. Put 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Start. 350, 20 minutes. Okay, so my helper Sergio is going to take the Arroz Imperial rice out of the oven. Oh my goodness. There we have it. Look at that.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! That's it. We're done here. Now we're gonna cut it. It's better to cut it like if it was a lasagna type. Just cut it like that and then just serve it. It should stay packed. So as soon as I cut it, I'll put a little video so you see what it looks like in there. And thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to watch my other video and subscribe. It's free. Till the next time. May God bless you. Bye bye.
Hello. Am I allowed to curse?
No.
Holy cow. That is good.